the anxiety of members, and hopefully this statement will put to rest that anxiety. Right Honourable Speaker and members, at the 14th sitting of the third meeting of the third session of the 11th Parliament, held on Wednesday 28th February 2024, the Honourable Mbwateka Mwagafa, Member of Parliament of Igara West, Bushenyi District, raised a matter regarding a letter reportedly from the Minister of Internal Affairs that appeared in social media calling for a consultative meeting on the relocation of Luzira prison to create space for an investment opportunity to an external investor. Right Honourable Speaker and colleagues, I want to respond as follows. Right Honourable Speaker and members, Luzira prison group of prisons is the first prison set up in Uganda by the colonial government in the 1920s. By then, the population of Uganda was very low, estimated at 3,071,608 persons. This is according to the Colonial Annual Report number 1112 of December 1920. At that time, Luzira area was peri-urban with almost no developed infrastructure. The prison's infrastructure was the most developed and the prisons suited to be in that location. The principal consideration at the time was security, as Luzira could only be accessed from one point. Right Honourable Speaker and members, over time, the prison's infrastructure became dilapidated, while the neighborhood continued to improve and modernize. A modern secondary school and hospital, Bishop Cyprian Chanjire, was set up on 20 acres of the prison land. Another 64 acres that was used by the prisons for crop and livestock farming became an industrial park with industries such as Quality Chemicals Limited, Police Sac Limited, U-Fresh, Nightply, and Masterwood, among others. High-rise private property have also sprung up in the immediate neighborhood of the prison. Types of prisons in Luzira. Right Honourable Speaker and members, prisons are classified according to the purpose they serve, either as reception centers, receive and hold suspects awaiting trial, or rehabilitation centers, those that receive convicts from the reception centers for rehabilitation and reform. Prisons are also categorized by the type of offenders they hold and the level of security required: maximum security, high security, medium and low security, and open prisons. Luzira group of prisons was established to absorb all these categories of prisons as indicated in the table that follows.
Honourable members, I will allow you to debate on that one. Honourable members,
the options are the following. There are three mentioned here. One, no relocation. Renovate and expand the current Luzira facilities at a cost of approximately 400 billion to meet the requirements of a modern correctional institution and security needs of the changing profiles of offenders without relocation. B, relocate the prison at government cost, but retain the land and facilities at Luzira for the other prison non-custodial purposes. C, relocate Luzira group of prisons to another site to present an opportunity of acquiring better infrastructure that can enable the service to effectively carry out custody, rehabilitation, and reform of offenders. At the investors' loan cost estimated at 934 billion. In conclusion, Right Honourable Speaker and members, Luzira prison land is very prime, can be released and secured for investment or for the other options indicated above. Modern investment on the current prison land would lead to job creation for Ugandan foreign exchange earnings, increase tax base, and would foster economic growth. Uganda's prison service will benefit from such development. Alternatively, Luzira group of prisons was built in the 20s with a total prisoners holding capacity of 1,923 prisoners. Today, Luzira is holding 8,790 prisoners, thereby having an excess of 6,867 prisoners above its capacity, up to 4 times beyond the designed capacity. The details are shown in the table that follows. The disparity between the holding capacity that is there now 3,219, excess is 2,463. The number of times
we don't need 10 billion. We need 5. We take the 2 into what? Into another. When you look at Article 156, appropriation bill, the 93 you're talking about is where you're not supposed to increase. We have never increased. We only do reallocation. When you look at Article 156, Article 156 says the head of expenditure contained in the estimates other than expenditure charged on the consolidated fund by this Constitution or any other act of Parliament shall be included in a bill of Parliament to provide for issues from the consolidated fund for the sums for the purpose of specified in the bill. We do not increase. When the formulation is done by executive, for us we do the appropriation. The only within the sectors, the only problem we had originally was when some people were saying that the role of appropriation is not Parliament. It still comes back to Parliament. We are the ones to appropriate. Even this business of supplementary bills, if you wanted, why don't you spend them there? Why do you bring them here? It is our work. So if you're going to take money and put something, I will say no. That's why I was telling you that we are going to ring fence money for Kibwa, and we'll see what happens. No, it is not a response. We are not arguing here. That is the law. That is the law. Next item.